I wanted to start with this. The next hour can either change your real estate career or just be another class. The choice is ours. One question that I wanted to ask and start with was, what is the one reason why we're not constantly lead generating?
Fear.
Fear, rejection.
All of you are 1,000% correct, because today in the 5 a.m. Mindset Reset Zoom, we talked about the fact that fear is the noise, the distraction, the limited beliefs. Whenever we are doing something and there's distractions, guess what's going to happen? It's going to throw us off of our game. Fear is intended to throw you off of your game, your path. So we have to eliminate that noise. But yeah, all of you are correct. Fear paralyzes us. Who wants to share one more?
Lazy, spelled L-A-Z-Y.
Ooh, that's right. We get busy. And we always tell ourselves, including me in my early young years, I just got busy, I didn't get around to it. Well, if we focus on making sure that prospecting happens no matter what, it doesn't matter how busy we are, we will get that done. We have to understand that prospecting has to be a non-negotiable. What do I mean by non-negotiable? What is one thing that has to happen every single day? I'm here in front of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 CEOs. We have to prospect every single day, because until we have a team, without us, our business does not move. So we got to get to the point where things are clicking and it's running like a well-oiled machine, so that we can start finding the next Dave, the next Maria, the next Juan, the next Petra. We have to start moving the bus.
I'm new, so it's,
Can anybody relate to Maria? I know I did 20 years ago. I have no idea what I was getting myself into.
But I think more than fear, in my case, is like learning to manage my time. So anyways, my day
Conveniently, Maria will get the flu Wednesdays from 9 to 4. So she can go. I love it. I love it.
I don't even have to lie. It's kind of slow, so they allow me to take the time off.
I love it.
But yeah, so Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays are my days off because I do 4 days, 10 hours, right? So on my days off yesterday, I said I'm gonna go door knocking, passing flyers. I didn't do because I have 3 kids. So my daughter, last week it was my son, but he's a teenager, so I was okay with it. My daughter, my 8-year-old, wasn't feeling good. And so I stayed with her and I was like, okay, what can I do? Because, I'm home with 3 kids, they're being out. I don't want to be calling people.
We can send out DMs.
So what I did was like, okay, I don't want to walk and leave her here, with the oldest because dad was working. So the only thing that I managed to somewhat be productive was finish my fair housing 3-hour course that I was supposed to do.
Okay.
That's important stuff.
So you did something.
But I did something, but I feel like I didn't do enough because I had 10 hours. And I kind of pre-made food too. So when I get home today, the kids have their food. But it's like, I feel like I could be doing so much more, but then when I stop doing things at home, I kind of feel like guilty, like I'm not being a mom, I'm not being there.
You all are moms first before realtors, so let's not be guilty for being moms, and sometimes we play multiple roles. So right here was, consistency will beat talent. What do I mean by that? You could be the most talented and gifted real estate professional, but if somebody's consistent, they will outwork you and outperform you. Consistency will beat talent every day of the year. I was told this once. Visibility will always beat ability. What do I mean by that? If you're visible, nobody can outwork you. Visible, what do I mean? Be visible. Whether it's on social media, whether it's door knocking, whether it's cold calling, whether it's inviting people to a seminar, whether it's sending DMs to your friends and family. Hey Maria, would you be interested in buying a house or any real estate interest in the next 30 to 90 days? Somebody will comment. I'm noticing the real estate market trending in an upward trajectory. And I'm sure those of you that are showing properties that are writing offers, you guys are seeing it. Visibility equals credibility. If you're being visible, that means that what? You're doing what you say you're doing. If Maria says, I'm in real estate, and we see her knocking on doors, going with us to the Wednesday sessions, visiting apartment buildings, and she's doing a little video of herself, when I think of a real estate agent that's putting in work, I'm going to think of Maria. Visibility equals credibility. People cannot hire you if they don't see you. So remember, you got to be visible. You got to let the world know what you do for a living. And sometimes we don't promote ourselves because it's embarrassing. I don't want to tell people because I don't want them to think I'm needy, or I don't want to sound pushy, or I don't want to tell my friends because I don't want them to think I'm pushy or needy, or I don't want to come across salesy. Practice makes perfect, but people will not hire you if they don't know that you do what you claim to do. Another thing that I put right here is video content doesn't have to be Hollywood quality. Just your phone, and guess what? Your energy. Your energy is something that you cannot replicate. Some of the best videos that I got the most views, the most engagements, and even the more leads were not the ones where I was in front of a teleprompter in a three-piece suit and the editing was like high-tech. Those were okay. Those were great to wow sellers before a listing appointment. But the ones that got the 20,000 views in 3 days was when I was door knocking and it was 95-degree day and I had my polo shirt and a dog was chasing me. Why? Because people saw, man, this guy's real. You cannot replicate the energy, and it was from a phone. It wasn't even a high-tech camera. No, it was just my phone. So types of quick content that will attract leads, as my coach David Hopper would say. If you're not taking notes, take notes. Number one, new build home tours. Some of this you've heard, some of this you might have not heard, but sometimes we got to hear it over and over again so that you can say, oh, on the last one I missed that. Home build tours. Step inside this brand new home in the city of Menifee for under XYZ price. We could go visit new developers and do 40, 50-second home tours. Let them know, hey, I'm a real estate professional. Just wanted to check out your inventory. What incentives do you guys have for first-time buyers, for veterans? If my buyer were to use your in-house lender, what incentives do you guys have? So that I know, where am I going to take my first-time buyer, Maria? Should I take her to KB? Should I take her to William Lyon Homes? Should I take her to Lennar? Should I take her here? The more you know about the inventory in your area, the more educated you'll sound, and the more of an asset you'll be to your client. If Petra knows her stuff, do you think they're going to shop her around? Why would they switch realtors? I wouldn't. You come across somebody like Paul, you have a conversation with him, why would I want to go with somebody else? Another thing that I put right here, which I would do, and I'm still going to do it. As a matter of fact, Paul and I are going to do it today. The deal of the week. Paul listed a house, I believe it was on Friday, so we're actually going to be doing video content, him and I, but I'm actually going to do a video of just the home with no sound, not me in it, and I'm going to share it so that all of you can put your own flavor. Because what I want to make sure right here is that we support each other. Somebody gets a listing here, we're all going to help promote. Why? Because we got to make sure that we praise those that are putting in the work so that when it's time for you to be praised, everybody remembers that. So if we're all banding together to help promote Paul's listing, how do you think Paul's sellers are going to be feeling like? Wow, man, I made the right choice. Petra's going to be getting listings left and right. What are we going to do when she gets listings? Boom, we're going to literally descend on her listings. And as a matter of fact, yours in Riverside is still active? Okay, so maybe you can share the address and the details so that we can maybe do a video, whether it's inside, maybe we could do like a little caravan. But again, let's share the inventory because some of us may have a buyer. The property that Paul listed, it's $390,000. It needs a bit of TLC, but that property is super aggressively priced. So the deal of the week, I want us to focus on promoting a house per week that is the most affordable or one of the most affordable ones in a city. the most affordable house in Hemet, the most affordable house in Menifee, the most affordable house in San Jacinto. And if you promote it as the deal of the week, and every single week you're doing that, you're gonna catch some traffic. The deal of the week, highlight the most affordable home in the area. I would get so many buyer leads, it was ridiculous. People would literally comment, questions, comments, donde, information please, and then I would DM them, hey, the house is available, when would you like to see it? I wouldn't say necessarily, do you want to sign the BRBC? No, I want you to fall in love with the damn house first. Because once you see the house, and once you see my flavor and my experience, that's a given. That's a given. So, another one, community spotlights. Community spotlights. Maybe this will make all of you be real part of the community. And how can this be? Showcase a coffee shop in your area. Showcase a new restaurant that just hit. Yes?
Before you go further, I know the law has changed. Do we still require to sign the touring agreement if we show the house?
Here's the thing, you can show one without it. Now, if you're gonna show more than 3, you don't need a VRBC, but there's another form that we went over, and I'll share the name of it. But after 3, a BRBC is required. So yes, to your point, there is a fine line, but if I've never met Quan, and he's shopping around and he had a bad experience with a real estate agent that was pushy, I'm not gonna come at him with a paper. I'm gonna say, hey Quan, I'll meet you at that property. So what did you think? Oh man, I love the house. Hey, do you have any more that I can see? Absolutely. By the way, if you feel that I'm the right agent for the job, I'm gonna need you to officially hire me. I'm not gonna say the word contract. I need you to hire me. I need you to autograph this form for me so that you can put me to work on, because my office requires it. That's it. So yes, highlight coffee shops, taco spots, gyms. Be the local expert, because this will make you be part of the community. I've done it to where I've showcased local parks, local coffee shops, local restaurants, and I actually go to the restaurants and I say, hey Petra, my name is Ulises, I'm actually a local real estate broker associate with KW The Lakes. I've been coming into your business for quite some time. I actually love Taco Tuesdays. I wanted to see if it's okay if I can showcase your business as the business of the week. What do you think Petra's gonna say? No? Get out of here? She'll be like, oh my God, probably.
The cleaner lady.
We'll leave that for the clean lady. And for those of you that don't know, you were there, Maria, right? On Wednesday. The cleaning lady, we went all to, we went door knocking businesses.
Yes.
We went door knocking for businesses. Yeah, the laundry. And we all literally just descend on this dry cleaner, and the lady goes, no! And we're all like, okay, I love you either way. We move to the next one. But yes, while Dave was dominating outside of Staten Brothers, I was getting rejected with a beautiful smile on my face. But again, be the voice and aim to promote a small business. So if I go to Petra and I say, hey, I would love the opportunity to promote your business, Petra, most likely she's gonna say, how much is it gonna cost me? Nothing, Petra. Because guess what? Now she's gonna share your page with the restaurant's fan base, and then they're gonna go to Dave and be like, well, who is this guy? Oh, he's a realtor. So become part of the community. Next thing you know, you can say, hey, Petra, if you ever need anything real estate related, I got you. How do you get better at riding a bicycle? You're gonna fall. Get up. How do you get better at scripts? Dave has gotten a hell of a lot better at scripts than when we first started. And now, guess what? Every time I hear him, he doesn't need the paper. So again, it's just called just putting in work.
I'm sorry, did you say 15 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing that I wanted to put right here is prospecting activities that do work. Hi Maria, hope you're doing great. Quick question. Would you like a free home evaluation on your property this month? I've been helping families in the city of Hemet, and I actually thought of you. Very simple. How much does it cost? Nothing, just take action. If every agent sends 5 at least 5 DMs on their social media, we're gonna get some traction. Join 3 local Facebook community groups today. Now you might say, well, why do I need to be part of a group? Because we all have to be part of a community. What is one thing that we all like? Hikers in Hemet. You know, I love roller skating, rollerblading. Musicians in the IE. Next thing you know, little by little, I start sprinkling some of the stuff that I do. And if there's a community of 10, 15, 20,000 people, well, guess what? 50,000 people just saw your flyer about home seminar. So be part of your community. Join at least 3 groups today that have to do with stuff that interests you. Post a vacant house. Go to the MLS, and you can even do it from your phone. Download 5 pictures in a city that's affordable. It could be anywhere. I can pick Highland, I can pick San Bernardino. Pick 5 to 7 pictures of an affordable home and say, deal of the week, this home qualifies for down payment assistance, message me for a private tour. Post them and share them to groups. I've gotten so many leads where people are commenting, más información, more info. And guess what? It wasn't even my listing. The listing agent is like 2 hours away and not promoting the house. And all of a sudden, in 2 hours, I just picked up 10 leads. How much did it cost me? 0. How much did I have to pay for that lead? None. Nobody's talking about this. Post a picture of a vacant house, affordable, with a call to action. Visit 5 local businesses and introduce yourself as the local expert. Some of us, we've been doing it the last 2 weeks, and very simple. Hi Petra, my name is Ulysses. I'm actually a local broker associate with KW The Lakes. I actually shop here. Your donuts or your pan dulce or your tacos are absolutely fantastic. And just wanted to see if I could be of service. Do you have any real estate needs for me? Oh no, I'm fine. Well, then you can pivot. Again, learning how to pivot. You can say, this might sound like an odd question, but do you own your own building? No. What does that have to do? Well, if I could show you how you can buy your own building, would you be open to having a conversation with me? Oh, I already own it. Would you like to own more? I'm not going to stop just because they gave me 1 week objection. By the way, Petra, do you own a home? No. Can I help you buy one? If she says, no, I already own 50 homes, great. And this is what I learned from our team leader that always sprinkles his flavor. Who can I bless with helping them become homeowners? Who can you put me in contact that we can bless together? Or who can you bless with putting them in contact so that I can help them how to become homeowners? By the way, September the 20th, we're going to have a first-time buyer seminar. I'd love for you to maybe put me in front of somebody so that we can help them fire their own landlord. Very simple. It's just having the right conversations with people. Another thing that I put right here. Why don't we call a friend today out of the blue and just ask him, how you doing? Well, I'm doing well. Well, hey, just wanted to remind you, I'm in real estate. Did you ever buy that house that you say you wanted to buy 6 months ago? No. Well, is buying a house still important to you? Well, yeah, but I'm waiting on the market to crash. I'm waiting on the rates. I'm waiting. Always ask, well, Petra, what do you think is going to happen if the rates drop? Well, I'm going to get a better price. Probably. But now you're going to be competing against 70 offers, which means that you're probably going to have to bid maybe $150,000 on that same house. Kind of like what happened during the pandemic. Remember what happened in the pandemic, Petra? The rates were like at a 2, and now that $500,000 home became $700. Why don't we do the right thing and buy right now that the rates are actually reasonable to the 50-year standard? The last 50 years, the average interest rate was actually in the 7s. Believe it or not, this is when you know your numbers. Now you're not a salesperson. Now you're a what?
Expert.
An advisor. An advisor. You're good, brother?
Yeah.
I was going to call 911. 911 was your emergency.
CPR from a hot.
Yeah.
Just
Don't tempt me with a good time. DM somebody who commented on your post Every time somebody comments on a post, send them a DM. Good morning, honey. This is Ulysses. Say thank you so much for supporting my channel, or thank you for commenting on my post. By the way, can I help you with anything real estate related? I mean, after all, they're taking time away from their day to comment on a picture, whether it's a picture of your chicken salad or a picture of you and your kid eating ice cream. Send, comment right back. Send them a DM. Hey, Lizzie, thank you so much for commenting on my hot dog video. By the way, how often do you go to Costco? Oh, once a week. Wow. Is there a Costco near your house? Because I recently bought my house and there's a Costco 0.2 blocks away. Like, sprinkle something that's real estate related. Another thing that I put right here. DM 10 people today, asking them if they're interested in a free home evaluation. This is so easy. If all of us needed to get a lead, or else we would lose our real estate license, who would lose their license? Look at that. No one raised their hand.
Not giving this thing up.
Why not? Tell me more. Why not?
This is what I want to be doing.
Did you guys hear that? This is what I want to be. Hell no. I'm not. Nobody's taking my license. So if that was the case, and I was the commissioner of real estate for once, and I said, if you all cannot generate one buyer and one seller lead today, I'm taking your licenses away. I can almost guarantee, put my life on the line, that before 3 p.m., everybody would generate 2, 4, 6. We would have 7 seller leads and 7 buyer leads today. So why can't we do that? Because there's no sense of urgency. But we have to make sure that every single day we have this sense of urgency, because every single day that we get to wake up, guess what? We're unemployed. Out-caring your competition. I've never heard that. How can I out-care my competition? Because our competitors could probably match us in pricing. If Petra's charging 3%, well, I'm going to put her out of business. I'm going to ask, list your house with 1%. I can probably copy your flyers, Petra. I can probably copy your advertisements, Haiti. But what is one thing that I cannot compete? I cannot out-care her if she puts caring for others first. If you follow up with every client, if you do what you said you were going to do when you said you were going to do it, if you call your clients to make sure that there's never an issue before it even becomes an issue, you are out-caring your competition. I've never heard of that concept. And I heard it again and again, put it back to play at the beginning. I was like, this is so profound. Out-care. I mean, I've heard of outwork the competition, outsmart. But why don't we care more than our competition? I just thought it was unbelievable. Today I was listening to the KW Weekly Growth Call, and they said something like this: look at your life through a purpose-driven perspective. Purpose-driven. What is our purpose? Because sometimes we just kind of go through the motions. We have to be purpose-driven. Our purpose is to find people that we can serve, buyers or sellers. They're out there. We just have to find them. Another thing that I put right here is living the 52 KW cultures. And for those that may not know, they're actually right there, literally right in those
Where the calendars are.
where the calendars are. Pick up one and start reading it, because that'll change the way you view everything, not just your business. Another thing is, the average American reads 2 to 3 books a year, if that. But the average CEO reads 52. So what you feed your mind will have an impact. For those that have never heard the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, I would highly encourage you to get a hard copy or download the audiobook. And another one is The One Thing. Those 2 books will change your business. The One Thing focuses on doing that one thing, that if you do that one thing, everything else will fall into place. And I shared it with Paul on our 101. If we prospect every single day 3 hours with 45-minute increments, you'll never have to worry about, oh my God, I don't have any leads. You'll have so many leads, you wish your parents would have had triplets. Because you're gonna need some help. Another thing that I wrote right here, and again, I took all these notes to make sure that I shared them. Are we running a profitable business? Now, some of you are gonna be like, what does that even look like? We are the CEOs of our own business. Every first of the month, guess what? We are in the negative. We got MLS fees, potentially KW fees, super out, dry cleaning, advertising, marketing, gas, car maintenance. How many months can we go in the negative until we have no business and we go back to a real job because this real estate thing didn't work? Not many months. So we got to start being intentional and again, have that sense of urgency and be like, hey, I've been in real estate for 2 months or 1 month. Have I been all in? Because if we're just putting our feet, and again, I'm gonna take that page out of Arlen's booklet. If we get into a pool and we just kind of put our toes, is the temperature of the water going to be better if I just put a toe than if I just dunk myself in the water? It's not going to change. So before you say that this real estate thing didn't work, did you dive all into your business? Meaning, come to the trainings, the KW trainings Tuesdays and Thursdays. Did you come to role-playing sessions Tuesdays and Thursdays? Because they do work. Wednesday, street sweeping, which is door knocking, city sweeping, street sweeping. See, we're gonna start with the street and then we're gonna do with the city.
We're gonna go clean the street.
See, apparently, see, this is all the stuff that we do, people, for all the career agents. We'll even clean the streets. Thursdays, we got call night from 5 to 8 p.m. And believe me, it's a lot easier to make phone calls when you see 10 other people making phone calls. Because you're like, oh shoot, damn. I just heard somebody have a conversation. I just heard somebody book an appointment. On Thursday, Nadia and Alexis were making expired phone calls. Long story short, I think you guys saw the video that I posted. One lady was about to hang up on them. Like many expired phone calls go. No, I don't want to sell, ah. And all of a sudden, before Alexis hangs up the phone, I grab the phone from Alexis. And I'm like, hi, is this Alicia? Yeah. Hey, Alicia, this is Ulysses. You don't remember me? Now, mind you, I've never spoken with Alicia. She's like, who are you? I said, I'm the guy that's going to sell your house. Well, I don't want to sell my house. I said, but you had it for sale. So how did you change your mind? Well, I don't want to sell it anymore. I said, so if I would have brought you an offer 3 days ago, you would have not reviewed the offer? And then there's a 5-second silence. And I was like, remember, the first one that speaks loses. And guess what? Guess who spoke first?
Alicia.
My dear friend Alicia. And she said, call me tomorrow. And I said, what time, Alicia? She goes, well, no, I don't want to sell. I said, well, if you were to sell, where would you go? Call me Saturday at 10 a.m. And the girls were like, oh my goodness, what just happened? Long story short, I called her on Saturday at 10. Alexis merged the call. I called Alicia. She didn't pick up. I left her a message, which my son recorded the phone call. But this is where it gets interesting. I told Nadia and Alexis, I want you girls to go visit Alicia. They went. And guess what Alicia did? Welcomed them into her home. So, for expires, and Arlen could attest to this, you don't have to be the best realtor. Just be the first one that gets to them. Because most realtors will never pick up the phone with expires. Some of you are already calling. I know Petra's calling. I know you're calling. I know Heidi's calling. I don't know if Maria's called, but you will soon.
I'm coming on Thursday.
There you go. Long story short, this lady goes, I want to be loyal to my agent. And I told Alexis what to say. And I'm like, why would you want to be loyal to somebody that didn't get it done for 7 months? My team and I specialize in selling homes that other agents didn't or couldn't or won't. So Alicia, why don't we do the right thing? I'm going to be in the area tomorrow. I'm going to stop by and drop off a market analysis and we'll have another conversation. Okay. This is a lady that almost told us to go jump off a lake. Consistency. But wait, before you hang up on me, you still want to sell your house? Go screw yourself. Okay, I will, but before that, can you let me know where would you
I'm
go
doing
next?
that at 3.
I don't care. I'll do that afterwards, but I want to book your appointment. I don't care. Again, you have to be relentless. They want to sell. They know that they want to sell. I'm here to fill that void. So don't give up just because you heard a no. And again, this is where practice comes into play. Now I want to praise Petra because her phone calls, if you listen to her, they don't sound like scripts. They sound like she's talking to a friend. Hi, this is Petra. No. I'm like, and sometimes I'm like, was that an expired call? Oh yeah. I was like, damn, that sounded so easy. That sounded so easy. So keep doing it, Petra.
Yeah.
Another thing that I put right here is do the daily activities. You know, we talked about the 1-3-5, meaning what is that one thing that you got to do, and then you got 3 priorities, and then 5 action plans on each one. That if you do that, everything else will fall into place. Because whatever you do on a daily basis, and you keep showing up, in 90 days, you'll be another real estate agent. If you improve 1%, if you improve 1% a day, in 3 months you're going to be unrecognizable. I've been showing up every single day since June the 30th, and people were like, man, this guy's crazy. He's driving 57 miles one way, you know. He passes 5 Keller Williams. Why? Why is he doing this to himself? First of all, because I believe in the leadership. Number 2, because I believe in my heart that I'm in the right environment. And as long as I continue to enjoy and have fun and have the leadership that we have, which by the way, I've been at other offices and other brokerages, it is not the same. Some of you have been at other offices. You guys have already noticed that. Arlen and I have shared this conversation. We've been at other offices where it was all about the leadership and not about the agents. This is the first office that I've been at where the leaderships put themselves last. That's unheard of. That's absolutely unheard of. So I wanted to make sure that I share this right here. I put right here, if you don't prospect 5 times a week, and this is what the growth call talked about today. If you don't prospect 5 times a week, you'll be out of the business by next year. These are the projections, and I don't mean this to scare anyone. This is, if you're an animal in the wildlife, if you don't hunt every single day, you're not gonna eat. And guess what happens if you don't eat? You are gonna starve and you're gonna die. Your business is gonna die. There's so much business out there. We just have to have the conversations. We had some really good conversations, Paul and I, this morning. Did you finish our one-on-one pumped or a bit discouraged?
Oh, like I can conquer the world.
Look at that. He said I could conquer the world.
Like Pinky in the Brain.
I don't know who's speaking, but it's all about Paul. So I know you will conquer the world because, one, I believe in you. I believe in all of you. But the beauty about it is that we have the leadership that wants us to win. And when you're part of a leadership that genuinely wants you to win, and they have the tools, the trainings, the support. We have a commercial division that now we're all exploring and having these conversations. Mara, one of our agents, texted me out of the blue and she's like, oh, by the way, I went to visit a shopping center and I started working with her like not even a week. She's like, I got two leads. They want to buy their own building. And one of them, she's like, can you come with me Monday at 5:30 to Marietta? Because there's a gentleman that wants to buy his own building. I'm like, I know where I'll be at 5:30. And at 4, Paul and I are going to be doing video content at his listing in heaven. So today, it's going to be a marathon. But I'll rest and I'll jump into the pool when I get home. Until then, we got to go hunt. So what were some takeaways from today? Because I know I unloaded a lot of good stuff. Hopefully it was good stuff. Who wants to share? One golden nugget.
I like the deal of the week video. I've got a schedule of videos for like a theme for each day, but throwing that one in there as an extra, like a 6th video.
And to take it a little further than what Dave shared is, we can put it on our schedule to we can do 2-hour blocks and maybe do 2-3 homes in different areas so that you can have the next 3 weeks already done.
Yeah.
So again, when you plan, you'll win.
I think that's that's gonna be my takeaway to plan, because you guys give us a lot of different ways to prospect and a lot of different things that we can be doing, but I think on my case, it's not planning. So when the day comes off, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I'm trying to plan the day of. So I think it'll be much benefit if I plan. Like, for example, visit a new building, or visit businesses. If I plan ahead of what I'm gonna do, I think I can be much more productive.
And to your defense, you're working full time. You're a mom. Like, you got so many things on your plate, and you're still showing up. What I was praising Maria is that thankfully she schedules the flu on Wednesdays to go door knocking with us. And we absolutely love it. So for those of you that are career agents, take a day off, call in sick, and join us, because God willing, we can put some deals together where you can leave that 9 to 5 and go all in. So I love that.
This week I'm gonna switch it off. I'm gonna